What was interesting is we literally met and started making music like within like the first week. So we didn't really know each other very well. It's pretty kind of this strange thing.
Music.
Yeah. The Lifetime movie.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't know what the hell we were doing at the first part, so we're just, yeah, do it, dude. It sounds cool. Put a shit ton of reverb on it. Reverse it, do whatever. So there was really no limitations. And then, yeah, as we've gotten older and I guess hopefully better at what we're doing, we've come a little more particular about when to do certain crafts and like really kind of picking apart a sound together and being like, what works here. You kind of have to justify it to each other. Like you kind of have to show, like, I like this, this is what, I spent a bunch of time doing it. You have to kind of show them and explain why it's. Yeah, you have to prove yourself, which makes you better at what you do. Yeah. It pushes you a little bit. You want, because you always.
It's funny because you'll know what the other person doesn't like most of the time, and you're like, I'm gonna make you like this hi-hat sound.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
It was funny. I was making everything on Reason and an MPC.
Crazy.
And Clay was making everything.
Ridiculous.
He had just switched from an SP404 to Machine.
The old Machine. Yeah.
So we kind of bonded over. I wanted to learn Machine, and he had just started it. So we started like messing around. Nice. And originally, the first idea was we were gonna remix the same 3 Beach Boys songs and put out an EP together, remixing Beach Boys songs.
Still want to do that.
Yeah, we should do that. But we ended up just jamming one day. We made like 4 songs in the first jam session that made our first album. So it was this crazy like chemistry right off the bat. Like, because we went to a school where, like where it was just very indie oriented. It was a lot of people who played like acoustic guitar and stuff, and we love that stuff. But when you try to jam with someone, they kind of didn't really get what we were making. And
check the drum.
Yeah. Why are you pitching it up? So when we finally met someone else who, right when SoundCloud was blowing up, who knew the producers we were influenced by, and it was just like a pretty fast, we were just goofing around. I mean, we didn't think this was gonna be anything. We were just trying to do something before we had to get real jobs.
Right.
Because we had about 3 months before of that summer where we made the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is your last year in school then?
Yeah. Last year in school, and we learned everything. I knew very little about Machine when I was showing him kind of the basics. So we've learned all these kind of production techniques together and different tricks, and hanging out with other producers. You just kind of soak up all this knowledge, and you just listen to enough and be like, oh, maybe that's how you make that. So, I think it's like we know the exact same amount of knowledge in terms of production almost. But yeah, Machine is like our go-to, and the way the workflow there is just, it's kind of the old school MPC style of doing it, and it kind of limits you in some sense, which makes things a little bit better, I think. You don't want, Ableton, and with some of the programs, you can literally do whatever you want. And having that endless amount of stuff to work with can be, where do you start? What do you work with at the beginning? And so we kind of like to use certain elements that kind of put you almost in a box, but it makes you focus on the music more so instead of just the sound design. Because you can build a synth line or build a synth sound that sounds absolutely amazing, but you spent 10 days doing that and never wrote any music.
Right.
So there's a fine line of
been there.
Yeah, there's a fine line of knowing when the music is important, when the sound design is important.
And that's actually what I really like working in a duo, is just someone's kind of there to keep the energy levels up. Like if you're just getting lost in a sound, someone's like, oh, why don't you just try this? You're like, oh, okay. You kind of get guided by each other throughout songs.
Right.